wanted to come back and finish a final video. I know we did 2 videos on the cone Santa, and I've done several of those, but I wanted to come back with a final finish with options that you can do. One of the things somebody had mentioned in the comments was that when you're cutting these out, yes, it's difficult when you're having to hold them on an angle. And so what I did, this isn't the exact one that come from here, but there's one where I cut all the way up through here and cut around and cut down there. And it lets you slide that on so that when you lay it down, it is flat. You've got a flat surface here and a flat surface down here, and it keeps you from having to juggling. If you can't do that, or you want to be real frugal and not give that excess wood, because really this is scrap wood, and there's not much I can do with this. And so a lot of this I just give it to a couple of our beginners who are looking for something to carve. And so a little piece like that is great for them. But the other thing you can do is put one of these, here's the cutout piece of one side, and you lay that on there. And if you see how flat that is, I can tape that on there, I can glue it on, I can just hold it there as I cut it out. But by the time I lay it on the side, lay it on the bottom, that piece there now makes it flat. And that makes it a lot more sturdy when I go to cut it out on the bandsaw. Because let's face it, nobody, and I mean nobody, wants a mistake on a bandsaw because it's very unforgiving with that blade going around. So you got to be real careful when you're using one of those things. So what I did was I took a couple and I said, okay, let's make one where we have, because these are pretty general. This guy has just got a hat with a ball on the top. It's got the ruff around. It's got the face and hair and beard, and then just a generic stand to hold it up. This one's the same way. Just got a generic stand to hold them up. Sorry, get in the camera. And so what I thought, well, why don't we make boots? Well, here's one I haven't finished, but you can see the boots. And they're real simple. It's just old Santa boots, and nothing fancy about that. If you've done a lot of figures, you've done that before. One of the other things we can do is take the boots and finish them. So here I've got a boot that has buckles on it. And so Santa with his boots with the buckle on it, if you want to do that. Again, there's a 1,000 options. Here's one that I made with a belt. He's got a belt and a buckle in the front of him. And here's another one I made where he's got arms. Again, I haven't finished these. I wanted you to focus on just the options that I had put on there. And I don't know how I'm going to finish all of these, what I'm going to do with them, because this guy looks like, I haven't even done the beard or the hair or whatever. This looks pretty good, and I could add boots. I could have this one finished where it has all the options on it, all the stuff that we decided to put on there. This is just one of those ways where you get to take this project and you get to make it yours. You get to take the parts that you like and change the ones you don't. You get to make it more detailed, less detailed. More, if you're selling, more geared towards your customers. Maybe your customers like them with a bell at the top, so that thing up here is a bell instead of a puff ball. There are so many options on carving. What I'm trying to encourage you as you move from beginner to intermediate, I want to encourage you to branch out. So it's one thing to sit and do 27 gnomes because everybody likes your gnomes. Make them all different. Make them look like they have had a little more thought put into how you change it. Because I can tell you, when I go to buy something that's on an art table or a craft festival, whatever, I'm looking for the ones that are unique. So I'm not looking for a cookie cutter of 20 of the same ones. I'm looking for how did that artist take their vision and make it a little bit more unique to them. That's what I like, and that's what I like to do with my carving. So hope you have fun with this project. I really enjoyed it. It's probably one that I'm going to continue to modify over time and do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But this is a really fun project. And once you get to where you get to the point where you've made, 5 or 10 or 20 of them, they go a lot faster. But I enjoy doing them, and I enjoy adding the little different pieces to them. And just like when I do a generic figure or do a cowboy or whatever, I like to add a few different things to it. So give it a try, give it a whirl. I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing it. If you want to share it with me, please do so on my Facebook page or Instagram or whatever. And I look forward to seeing how you interpret this project. So it's been fun carving with you. I'll see you in the next video.